Welcome back. I'm Black. We got royalty today. Prince Henry. This is our fourth movie review. This is official Black and Red.
Fourth?
I think so.
Okay.
Of Cinderella. So what's your rating on Cinderella? I'm pretty sure everybody knows the story of Cinderella. So what, you've seen it, rate it. What you seen?
Well, I'm gonna give it, because you have to factor in the fact that it's not a movie meant for me. It's not meant for a 27-year-old man.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna rate it based on our target audience.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give it a solid 7, because I think it probably accomplished a lot of what the folks did. I guess what do you think, like 10 to 16 or something girls would be the target market? It's a Disney movie.
I would say teens. Yeah.
Yeah, teens. So I think they'll probably like it. Personally, I just off the bat, I recommend you just watch the Disney animated Cinderella movie. I think that's a better movie.
No, you know Brandy was also in the Cinderella?
I wouldn't watch that one per se.
Of course not. No. Wow.
I mean, it might be better than this one, but
Have you seen it?
no, I haven't seen it.
Of course not.
No, don't really follow Brandy much.
Brandy's nice, man. Go ahead. What was the rating? I didn't get the rating.
7 out of 10. I mean, it if you watch the trailer, it plays out to the trailer pretty. It's a pretty accurate trailer. And so I mean, if you like the trailer, you're gonna like the movie. It shows a lot of characters.
It's not that much characters.
Well, I mean that helps when you show the trailer. When you show the trailer, it goes through every character. It's just the King of the North's in it. Richard Madden. Rob Stark. R.I.P.
Mm-hmm.
Helena Bonham Carter's in it. Kate Blanchett's the stepmother.
Yeah.
She does a good job in the movie. I mean, she's supposed to be hated, so it's not like it's that hard, but she does a good job. I like her.
She got some power. She went wild, man. What happens when you redhead some power? She was not a redhead in that one either.
Oh, like Kate Blanchett.
Okay.
She was a redhead, for sure. But
yeah.
No. So what you think? What'd you give it?
I don't know why lately me and you's been agreeing on movies, but I too gave it a 7.
It's a solid 7.
Then again, I did not base it for myself.
Exactly.
But the thing is,
I mean, you can't do it that way. I mean, you would give it
for the audience.
What would you give it if you were gonna rate it for yourself?
I would have seen it for myself.
Exactly. But if you had seen it and you were gonna rate it for yourself, what would you give it?
I'll probably give it a 5.
Yeah, I mean, it's not meant for you.
But for the age group, it was good. I mean, you got a few deaths, you got some battles.
A few deaths.
Yeah,
I don't think that's what they really look for at that age group. So it's a few deaths. We describe like a Spartacus plot scene.
Whatever, man.
There was some sex scenes.
The mom died. Dad died. You know, deaths like 10 minutes. 2 deaths. Count.
The mom was Haley Atwell.
No,
from Captain America.
No shit, huh?
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
She was like, made to look older. I don't know why. Maybe I'm wrong. I think that's what she was though.
Well, because she got some kind of cancer or something.
Yeah, well, it may happen really quick. You get the movie.
No, what is the story of Cinderella? Because I don't know. Some people don't know. Like my friend, actually, does not know what Cinderella was about. So what was that about?
So Cinderella, in a short summary, I mean, you should just watch the trailer, but she is named Ella, I guess. And this, I don't know if that's really canon. They start calling her Cinderella.
That's because
she was like,
she got dirty from.
Yeah, but that's like a pretty cool nickname. I didn't understand. I was like, called you Cinderella. It's like, that seems like a pretty cool nickname in my opinion. But she kind of gets mistreated by her stepmom, her stepsisters, and she kind of gets treated like a servant. And then there's a prince. The prince has a big ball because he's looking for this, because he's supposed to find a wife.
That's right.
So all the single ladies come.
All the single ladies?
Yeah, pretty much like the Beyonce song. Then she shows up with the help of fairy godmother. Shows up at the ball, but has to leave by midnight. Prince falls in love with her. Has the slipper, the golden glass slipper. And he tries to find her, and ends up finding her. They live happily ever after. So that's about something else there. So you want to get into spoilers?
What do you mean? What else could you spoil? That is the movie. What else?
I'll talk about actual scenes, I guess.
What else happens? Go ahead. Jesus Christ.
Can we talk about Helena Bonham Carter as the fairy godmother?
Yeah, please go ahead.
That by far the scariest. That was
She
the
started-
genuine scary part of the movie. When she's sitting in the corner,
She
she looked broke.
She looked like
Looked like the Dark Sith, man.
yeah,
The Sith Lord. I was like, oh my god, the Sith Lord in the corner.
Sith Lord.
I was scared.
Yeah, she was.
I was scared. She couldn't turn fast enough. I was terrified.
She did turn for you. She turned blonde for you. Nothing like that.
But it was terrifying at first. That was a genuinely scary scene. I was not expecting to get scared in Cinderella. Yeah. She's sitting on the bed in this Cinderella. You gotta like Cinderella. She's like,
sucker punch.
Yeah, she's rolls with the punches. She's a crazy looking Sith Lord sitting on her bench.
I would have punched.
Can I help you? It's like,
I
no. You need to run.
Swing.
You need to run. This lady's crazy.
I would have swing.
But she takes the stride. I think my favorite scene in the movie. Guy comes to the door to tell her that her dad's dead.
Yep.
Give her back the flower or whatever. And she tells the guy, she says,
it must have been hard for you.
It must have been hard for you.
Well,
I'm sorry you had to do that. She's like, that. If people were that nice in real life, man, different world, right? Because that was like, man, you just got told your dad's dead, and you came back right away and was like, I understand where you're coming from with this. I'm sorry you had to do it.
If they were that nice, magic would exist, and everybody would treat you like Cinderella. They would step on you.
That was kind of the moral of the story, right? Is that she's left to take advantage of it. I didn't understand why she needed the prince. I mean, it's not that she was an unattractive woman. Couldn't she just find a husband and leave? Then she could just take care of that house. She was like a servant.
What happened with all the money? Why did the stepmother get the money?
It didn't even seem like they had any money.
They were living in that house, balling.
But they had to lay off all the staff. So I assume they just owned the house at that point. It was like lay all the staff off, and then she was doing all of it. 18, Cinderella, just by herself.
But like I said, I do know somebody who does not know anything about Cinderella.
Well, we just told him a little about Cinderella.
No, shout out to my guy Vince. He wants to know why in the hell at midnight everything went back to being whatever it was before the fairy godmother. Why in the hell is her slippers still glass and anybody could touch it and hold it? Why did that not turn back to her flats that she was wearing?
No, she didn't turn her flats into those.
Yeah, she did.
No, she made those. That was pure magic.
That was pure magic. So
if Corey was here, Corey would explain that.
Fuck me.
No, I'm pretty sure I remember this correctly. Is that she turned all that? She turned all that other stuff.
I think she stepped out of the slippers or the flats, whatever the hell she was wearing.
No, because she handed them to her. I think she just
she
looked on the ground. She was like, nah, those shoes ain't gonna cut it. Then boom, magic. No, I think that's how it happened. But the real question is,
I think she stepped out of the flats and then she just made it.
The real question is, she's a wizard, right? She's a wizard.
She's not a wizard. She's a goddamn witch.
Whatever, same difference. She turned two lizards,
into men.
A goose into a man.
That's right.
And was it 4 mice or rats?
That's right.
Into horses?
Yes, sir.
Can we talk about how those lizards and goose,
mm-hmm.
they lived like 4 hours as humans. Then they had to go back to living as a goose and 4 lizards. I mean, 2 lizards. Like that seems like the kind of punishment that you don't do to anybody.
Or an animal. But you got to imagine it's magic. So maybe when they turn back to whatever creature they were,
they lose
human memory.
That also seems kind of unfair. You're just taking people's memories.
They're not people. They're like lizards.
They got feelings too. They got feelings too. These lizards and this goose.
Yeah, tell that to your car when you're running one over.
Lizards? I don't run a lizard. We don't even get lizards. We run the lizards over.
Whatever, bugs.
We live in the swamp. Bugs. We're talking about bugs. We don't have bugs here either. So that part, that's something I thought about. I was like, well, it must suck for them. Turn back. But I'm pretty sure she just created those. That's why they were different. But I don't understand
why wouldn't
she couldn't just create all of it then.
Well, then you should have disappeared. Then
she wasn't the best fairy godmother. Did you see the state she was in when she came in? She was broke.
That's because she was trying to see how nice she was.
No,
she was really nice.
She was broke.
Because I would have punched her right in the face. You don't jump on me looking like the Sith Lord. I'm gonna punch you, man.
Look terrifying. That's definitely.
Favorite character in the movie. Favorite character in the movie. Favorite character.
I'd have to go with the big black guy from Game of Thrones. What's his name? Zano?
Whatever, man. Big black.
I don't remember his name in this movie. He was Robb Stark's
right hand
man.
That's what he was.
They fenced together, which was like, this is definitely not the guy you want to be fencing with. This is a big dude. Like, he's not fencing. He's got a big shield and sword. He's just hacking.
Clambering.
I liked him. He'd have to be my favorite, but I mean, it's like I didn't sound like I really cared for him one way or another. What about you?
You know me, man. I go with the brutal, man. I go with the stepmom.
The stepmom.
The stepmom. At
I
least
didn't really understand her game.
Her game was get her daughters married to a rich person.
But even she realized that they weren't up to snuff. Like she take cracks at her own daughters.
Well, her daughters weren't the best.
But the one daughter was actually pretty attractive.
She was.
So I didn't really get that from this movie too. It was like the stepdaughter. One of them was almost. I mean, you could argue she was more attractive than Cinderella.
Well, yeah, but you have to understand the mentality was they were basically childish.
Sure, but in the Disney animated one, they were not attractive anywhere near Cinderella. I'd argue he should have went with the Spanish one.
Oh yeah, man.
She had the money. She looked nice. I was like, let's go.
She was nice.
Call off the search.
I know.
Rob, get your mind right.
Like,
we want this
one.
one.
Increase my kingdom.
Because what's gonna happen? Just like he's prone to do. He's married this. He's gonna marry this one, and then they're gonna go to war because the Spanish be like, you turned down my daughter. Is she not attractive enough for you?
She was nice. She was nice.
Yeah, no, she was looking good.
She was nice.
I appreciate her effort.
Favorite character, big black guy. I got the stepmom, man. She definitely was cracking the whip.
I didn't really understand what the father was doing. Was he like business? What kind of business was he in? Where
he's a merchant, man. That's what he does.
What kind of merchant was he?
Does it really matter? He dies.
Wow. He dies, so he doesn't matter?
He dies.
She wants to just write him off at that point?
He dies, man. What did the mom do? Nobody knows these things, man.
The mom wasn't in as long as the dad. We had to live for the dad for like at least 10 more minutes.
Yeah, he was. That's how you get introduced to the stepmom. Like he was kind of feeling a little lonely. Wanted some.
I don't know if it didn't seem like she ever gave any effort. Even with him, I don't know how he was drawn to her. It was like I showed up, got my 2 daughters. Seems like he had 3 mouths to feed. I don't know why he was prone, wanted to do that. I guess because he had money then. But this like they had no money. He left and it was like, oh, no money coming in.
Of course, if you're not merching, then he's a merchant.
Well, I'll tell you the part that I think was really throws me off on it, that I struggle with is that she's talking to the animals.
That's right.
And the animals
like
cannot talk.
That's right.
So it's like you lose that big element that you get from the animated where you got Gus. I like Gus. But she just seems like a crazy person because she just keeps talking to this mouse. Oh, Gus. It's like Gus is got a brain like this size. They're testing on him. They're testing on him. He doesn't know anything. Come on, man. I just don't feel like there's a good connection there.
They were showing they showed it to you.
It's just hard. It's just a hard sell when I can't hear Gus.
They showed like when that mouse when they opened the window.
I saw that, but I mean, it's just not the same. It's not the same. So we had long periods where she was just talking to herself.
It's the same.
And then there wasn't a lot of singing, It's not like it was a musical.
That's good. I mean, if you get forced to go sing this movie with your lady, it's not a musical, so it's a plus, I guess.
Or a negative. I would have preferred some music, actually. I mean, things just drag on for a while.
Nah, keep the music out, man. It was great.
It could be some good music.
Like what?
I don't know.
Jeez.
I'm trying to think, what's the songs in Cinderella?
You would not recall a song from Cinderella. Maybe Aladdin, but not Cinderella.
Brave New World?
There he is.
Whole new world.
Yeah. What's the difference?
I don't think I can name another one. No, I can't name a Cinderella song.
No need. No need. Because it's not the movie you focus on, I'm sure. You probably just know the story.
I know Gus.
That's good.
What was the cat's name?
I don't know.
Because they had a good rivalry with the cat and Gus.
Yeah.
But you'd lose that completely too. It's just like there's a cat who's trying to eat mice. It's just not. You just can't. And they're doing a Beauty and Beast live action. I don't know if you heard this. Yeah, they're doing that. It's just gonna lose a lot of the same. Like you're not gonna have the dishes talking. It's just.
So it won't be as cartoonish for you.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of like the big draw of the stories. That's kind of like why
watch the cartoons.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that's why the animators are so successful is that they're musicals. They're musicals, and then they got the talking.
No musicals, man.
They got talking inanimate objects or talking animals. It's just people like that kind of thing for kids movies. I mean, this isn't like some deep movie that people are gonna watch.
It teaches great morals and what.
But does it really though? Because she's kind of getting destroyed for most of it.
She's
doing the right thing. She's just taking it.
She does. She's too nice, but she wasn't nice.
No, with the attic, that was a good part too. Because she's like, "We're gonna need you to live in the attic." Oh, yeah, no problem.
It's like
She
this
goes
is
up
my
there,
house.
goes up to the attic, and she's like, "Man, this place is awesome." Sets up shop there. I would have been pissed if I was there. I was like, "Hey, you're not supposed to enjoy this."
She's a lot nicer than me. I tell you that much.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't have stood for none of that.
No,
I would have undercut the stepmother real quick.
I give it a 7.
Yeah, I give it 7. I mean, it's if I mean, basically, like I said, just watch the trailer, understand what you're getting into, because that trailer it's a spot on trailer. It's if you like the trailer, you'll like the movie. If you don't like the trailer, you're not gonna like the movie. So don't go see it.
Some of them won't have a choice. They're gonna go see.
But if you have to see it anyway, just keep in mind what we said. I mean, just roll with the punches. Be scared. Be prepared for when she enters the
fairy godmother,
because she's scary.
Looks like
you're not gonna expect it, and all of a sudden it's gonna happen. You're gonna be terrified.
Like a Sith Lord.
Terrifying. And I kept waiting for her to turn back to that.
She turned nice for you. You don't like that?
I was thinking she was gonna turn back at any point. Then midnight, she's gonna be back, creeping in the woods again.
Yeah, you like that. So see it or not see it.
Oh, but like I said, if you're
the
16, target market,
if you're a 16-year-old girl, then
but just based on the trailer, this is a good one to based on the trailer. Like the trailer is legit. There's no fakes. It's not like it has all the jokes in the trailer or something where you be like, oh man, I thought it was gonna be funnier. Or it's like hey, focus on one parts of the movie. It goes through the whole movie. The trailer does. Hits on all the main plot elements. If that appeals to you, I say go ahead, knock yourself out, watch the movie.
Yeah, well I'm gonna see it anyway, so I say see it.
You already saw it.
I say see it. I didn't say I was gonna see it.
You said I'm gonna see it anyway.
No, I said some of them are gonna see it.
Well, I mean, if they're gonna see it anyway, then why are they even watching the review?
Because
you want to be prepared?
No, something that was like to compare what they think and what somebody else thinks.
Fair.
You know.
Maybe they're asking about the slippers too.
The slippers, yeah, that's a very good question. I grew up and not even bothered thinking about it, but yeah.
That's one of them.
That's
one of the plot points you can just put on magic easily.
If it's pure magic, that one would be the first thing to disappear. Okay, the slippers can't stay. Sorry.
But that's
sorry.
That's one of the things. Just right off his magic because you can't.
Or maybe something that's left that's in the animated that wasn't brought into the live action. So, if you know, let me know because I don't know. Shit.
They were kind of a waste. Look, can we talk about how they were wasted anyway? I mean, she had a big dress on. I don't think you could even see him. He only saw him because the one fell off.
That's right.
But whatever. We digress. We'll sign off here as always. If you feel the need to comment, please leave your hateful comments for Black below. The more hateful, the better. If we get some good hateful comments, we'll get some shout outs in future reviews.
We'll do a review of all the hates.
Yeah, if we get to that point, sure, that'd be hard for Black to take, I'm sure, but it'd be fun for everyone else involved. Get your hate rate ready. Drink heavy.
If you know why the slippers did not disappear, let me know, because that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know. That's what my boy Vince wants to know, so let me know.
Shout out to Vince.
Yes, so see the movie, enjoy.